Hi, and welcome to the Authentic Astrologer channel where I share astrology based on the true sidereal system, which is where the constellations and the signs actually match because we're referencing the true visible sky. However, today I'm here to share a little bit more about the Lunar Reset Method, which I launched recently, just so you can get a bit more of a feel for it and see if it's for you. But essentially, it is a lunar return chart that has been pulled based on your birth details. And so every month you get to receive a PDF with information, not too much, distilled very practically and in a digestible, helpful way, just to see where the emotions are going to carry you for the month, which areas of life will likely come into focus, and then which planet is kind of more in focus for that month. And in astrology, we call that planet the ascendant ruler. But again, you don't need to know any astrology to benefit from this. I use very minimal astrological terms because I do want it to be helpful and accessible to everyone. And it's really about just guiding you as to where the energies are going to be, how you can work with the energies in a very practical way. And then towards the end of the PDF, I also provide a personalized guidance message, and that is then looking at your lunar return chart really quite from like a holistic bird's eye view, as it were. So that's the part where technically I could get very nitty gritty about the astrological terms, but I don't. Again, it's really looking at your chart holistically and providing you some guidance over your lunar cycle, which will have a start time and an end time that is different for everyone, based on when you were born. It also provides some simple exercises. One that references the house that the lunar return moon is in, and another practice that references the guiding planet for the month that I mentioned earlier. And then there's also another kind of reset exercise, which is based on whether the house that the lunar return moon is in is fire, earth, air, or water. So you might see those exercises kind of coming up repeatedly for you, depending on what the month is showing. So yeah, that is really the Lunar Reset Method in a nutshell. It's not predictive astrology. I don't tell you, what's going to unfold over the course of the month. It's really just the felt tone, what the energies and the emotions are going to be like, and just kind of some guidance as to how to navigate it with just deeper trust, less overwhelm, and more clarity. And for those who might be concerned that, am I not giving my power away, or I'm relying on something outside of myself, then I would say no, because this is based on your own chart. And astrology is, it's just another language. It's a language of the stars that I happen to know and am able to translate. So anyone could do this if they wanted to. And if you learn astrology, you could do it, and you wouldn't need the Lunar Reset Method. But for those who aren't that into astrology but still want to know you know, what the emotions and the energies are going to be like for the coming lunar cycle, then the lunar reset method is really a beautiful way for you to track and stay as grounded and centered as possible throughout the month. One recent subscriber shared with me that, you know, reading the information in her PDF just gave her that extra confirmation. She was already having these feelings of not doing something, but then her, you know, left brain, logical mind was like, well, maybe you should do it anyway because of X, Y, and Z. And then, you know, when she received her PDF, she was like, oh, well, that, you know, I should go with my gut instinct. And I mean, it's the moon, right? The lunar energy is powerfully instinctive. So I would never discount any of those instinctive emotions that come through. But sometimes it can be very, very helpful. We get that just extra confirmation. And again, it's the ancient wisdom of the stars giving that guidance. So if there's any power that, you know, we should hand over, so to speak, then I believe it is nature, right? So those are my thoughts on that. If anyone was wondering, it really is in integrity with your own lunar energies. And if you sign up for the year, then you also receive a complimentary, excuse me, 20-minute call with me where we deep dive into your natal moon, so the sign, the house, and any significant aspect it makes. Because essentially, you know, your moon is what the entire lunar reset method is built upon. So I believe knowing the energies, the natal energies of your moon is important and can be very helpful. So I will link to the lunar reset method below, and you can check it out through that. Otherwise, I shall see you in the next video. And if you like this one, and if you like to follow along for more true sidereal astrological insights, then please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. All right, see you next time.